Alrighty, chumps. Let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. You have to show your evidence and prove your alibis. All you have to do is find who the blackened is, then cast your vote. If all of you voted correctly, then the blackened will be punished. But if you happen to vote incorrectly, all of you but the blackened will be punished. The blackened will graduate. What's it gonna be? Will you make the right choice or the wrong one?
Wait, Monterey, before we begin, why did you put the picture of Kentaro right there?
Oh, I feel bad for leaving that blank space there, since Kentaro Ono has been barbecued.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Monterey? What about Foxy? Whose is it?
Just an empty seat. It's obvious, is it not? Why are you guys getting so curious over the petty details? I suggest you should focus on the murder. My tail feathers are trilling with excitement.
Yeah, let's get this over with quickly. I don't like this place.
Fool. It might be the last place you see, if we didn't figure out who the culprit is.
Please don't say those things!
Hey, Shrine Maiden girl, why don't you use your Shrine Maiden tricks?
I beg your pardon?
Like you can know someone's feelings or ghostly things? Something like that. Maybe if you tell us who it is, it'll make it super duper easy.
Not so fast. I have given the Shrine Maiden a warning that if she uses her six senses, she'll be disqualified and punished.
What? Is that true?
Yes, it is true. I was given a warning before the class trial began.
Crap. Hey, Einstein! Since you're the ultimate scientist here, maybe you can use one of your machines and thingamajigs. That way we'll know who the killer is.
I can't. Monterey confiscated my devices.
That's right, chumps! Let me go through something. Anything that could easily tell you who the culprit is, like through sixth sense, machines, devices, astrology, crap, etc., are not in use.
What? Okay, that's hardly fair.
What did you expect? Monterey wouldn't make anything easier on us. He's incredibly unreliable.
Unreliable? I'll show you unreliable!
Huh? He shut down again?
Forget about him for now! We need to know who killed Kentaro!
So, where do we begin with the class trial?
I suggest let's start with what we already know.
To start off, we know that Kentaro died in the kitchen due to the explosion.
She's right. The kitchen is the crime scene.
What if this is somehow an accident?
Fool! We haven't decided whether this was an accident or not.
What? Hey! I was just...
You guys, please stop! We need to focus on the trial right now!
Then let's start there. Was it an accident or a murder?
We need to figure out how this happened. If it really was murder, then how did the killer cause the explosion?
Well, maybe the killer stole some bombs or explosives.
What? Where the hell would I even get something like that?
Well, I don't know exactly, but maybe they snuck into someone's research lab. Someone here might have explosives, like grenades perhaps.
You're a complete fool. There are no explosives in any of our research labs.
The explosion was powerful, but not as powerful as grenades.
figure out how this happened. If it really was murder, then how did the killer cause the explosion?
Well, maybe the killer stole some bombs or explosives.
No, that's false! Koyama, it wasn't any explosives or bombs that caused that explosion in the kitchen. It was caused by a gas leak, and Tori could fill in the gaps.
Indeed. Koyama, the explosion is not as big as the grenades or TNT. As a military general, I'm familiar with explosive damage patterns. This wasn't caused by a bomb, grenade, or any military-grade explosive.
Wait, gas leak? In the kitchen? How is it possible that there's a gas leak?
Maybe Kentaro didn't know there was a gas leak, and he blew himself up.
No, he would have known! He knows what he's doing! He wouldn't blow himself up!
Fujiwara is right. There is no way that Ono did not know about the gas leak. He would have smelled the gas, since the gas has an odor.
Reina, you know how the gas leak happened, right?
Yes, the gas leak happened because the pipelines were bashed up, causing it to be detached from its position.
So, the pipelines were bashed up, but...
Wait! Something doesn't add up here! How would the batch pipeline cause an explosion? I get that bashing the gas pipe would cause the gas leak, but how was it ignited?
You need anything with a fire to ignite it.
Maybe for the stove. That's one way to ignite the gas.
Wouldn't make sense, because the explosion would have happened immediately after there was a gas leak. And Kentaro would still be alive!
Maybe. There was another source to ignite the gas.
What kind of source? A spark or a flame?
Maybe something portable.
I get that bashing the gas pipe would cause the gas leak, but how was it ignited?
You need anything with a fire to ignite it.
Maybe for the stove. That's one way to ignite the gas.
Wouldn't make sense, because the explosion would have happened immediately after there was a gas leak. And Kentaro would still be alive!
Maybe. There was another source to ignite the gas.
I agree with that! Chiemi, you're onto something.
Huh? I am? How?
You said that maybe there was another source to ignite the gas. And you're right. Haruto found the destroyed lighter on the kitchen floor.
A lighter?
Yep, I found the lighter underneath the counter. It's pretty banged up, but you can still tell what it is.
Then the lighter is the ignition source.
Wait a minute. Where did that lighter come from?
That lighter belongs to Katashi.
What?!
That lighter belongs to him? So, is he the killer?
No, it wasn't me! I didn't kill Kentaro! Tanashi! You've got a lot of nerve to be ganging up on me like that, you little shit.
Wait, I am not accusing you. I am just...
Hell you are! I am going to put my foot up your...
Enough! Fujiwara, listen to what he has to say.
Katashi, I am not immediately accusing you. But... it can't be you.
What?
You were in the canteen with us. We all saw you there.
That's true. I remember Katashi was in the canteen with us.
Wait a minute. What if it is somehow him? What if he made a lighter trick or something beforehand?
Wait, Yoko! I do not think it was Katashi. He wouldn't want to hurt Kentaro. He wouldn't even want to kill him either.
Chiemi's right. Katashi was friends with Kentaro. I remember how Kentaro helps Katashi tenderize the meat in the kitchen.
Plus, I don't think there is a trick to delay the ignition to that precision.
Kentaro was the only one who understood. He helped me deal with my anger. He wasn't afraid of me. He let me punch the meeting when I needed to get my anger out. He was a great man. A great friend.
But how did you lose your lighter?
My dumbass didn't see the hole in the pocket. I lost it a few days ago when we were going to the bathhouse. I wanted to smoke, but I lost my lighter. Oh, because I did not realize I had a hole in the pocket.
That's very convenient for the killer. That's how they could have ignited the gas. This could also mean that the killer planned the murder on day one. If Katashi lost his lighter before walking to the bathhouse, then it could mean that the killer was planning the murder before the countdown started.
Seriously? The killer planned the murder beforehand!
How horrible. To think someone was plotting the murder while we were all trying to survive together.
This is so messed up! The fact that we believe that no one is going to go out of their way to kill someone is just...
Alright guys, let's continue moving forward. Let's figure out how the killer bashed the pipelines.
The stars revolve around me! Just hold on for a moment. I don't believe that the lighter was the ignition source.
What? But we just established...
Just because the lighter was found there doesn't automatically mean it's the real ignition source. You're all jumping to conclusions.
Reichi, what are you getting at?
I'm saying your logic's flawed. There are other possibilities you haven't considered. Allow me to demonstrate the holes in your reasoning. You claim that the Katashi's lighter is the real source for ignition. However, have you considered other possible heat sources?
What makes you think it's possible that it's the other heat sources?
Fool. It's possible that the ignition was caused by the stoves. Kentaro was cooking during that time. It has to be from the stoves to have caused the ignition. The kitchen has multiple burners. Any one of them could have been left on, creating the spark needed for ignition. You claim that the Katashi's lighter is the real source for ignition. However, have you considered other possible heat sources?
What makes you think it's possible that it's the other heat sources?
Fool. It's possible that the ignition was caused by the stoves. Kentaro was cooking during that time. It has to be from the stoves to have caused the ignition.
I'll slice your argument in two! No, Reichi, it can't be. Because all the knobs from the stoves are on off positions.
Huh?
If the stoves were on, the gas would have ignited before Kentaro would go back to the kitchen. And he would have still be alive.
I do agree with Nanashi. Ono would still be alive if the stoves were in the ignition source, and the killer would be the victim in that way. It would have been the other way around if the killer becomes the victim by forgetting to turn the stoves off and blow themselves up.
The killer was careful in this. They knew that their plan wouldn't work if the stoves remained in the on position.
They turned the stoves off so they wouldn't blow themselves up?
Yes, that's right! If the killer caused the gas leak while the stoves were on, they would have been the victim instead.
Oh, is that so? Well, Nanashi, you're more sharp than I gave you credit for.
The hell? Reichi, you're acting weird. You're not usually showing your softer side.
Don't push it.
Now he's back.
God damn it!
Alright, we already established what caused the explosion, established where the ignition came from. Now we need to establish how the pipeline was bashed.
The pipe was bashed up with something heavy, right?
Yes, most likely. From the looks of the pipe, there are flat marks on it.
So, what does that mean?
It means some kind of tool was used that has flat surfaces.
Flat surface, huh? Oh.
So, we're looking for something that could break the pipes.
Yes, anything that have flat surfaces on them.
Maybe a hammer. Those are heavy.
Maybe a crowbar. Or a metal rod.
Where would they get a crowbar or a metal rod from?
Given those tool marks on the pipe, the damage power seems very similar with the wrench.
What other things can be used to break the pipes?
Can pots and pans be used to break the pipe?
Don't be absurd! Pots and pans would cause different shapes of dents. Plus, we would have seen dents on pots and pans if that were the case.
Then what else is there?
So, we're looking for something that could break the pipes.
Yes, anything that have flat surfaces on them.
Maybe a hammer. Those are heavy.
Maybe a crowbar. Or a metal rod.
Where would they get a crowbar or a metal rod from?
Given those tool marks on the pipe, the damage power seems very similar with the wrench.
I agree with that! Marina is right. The wrench has to be the weapon that is used to destroy the pipe.
A wrench? Where did that wrench come from?
The wrench comes from Yasuhiro. He has one in his research lab.
Why would you bring this up? Why would you do this to me?
Hey, Romeo, what's the deal with the wrench, huh?
Well, you see, I've been missing my wrench for the past few days. I noticed it missing on the day one.
Missing? You mean someone took your wrench?
I think. I don't know for sure. I need that wrench for my partner's maintenance.
Huh? What do you mean you need it for your partner's maintenance?
He means the dance mannequin, his research lab.
Yes! Please don't judge me! She's a respectable practice partner!
Dude, you got some weird-ass hobby.
Did he refer the mannequin as a... she? I bet he was thinking about Reina when he was dancing with the mannequin.
Please, don't involve me in this.
Enough! We're not here to discuss about Koyama's hobby. We're here to solve this murder.
Oh, thank you. You're a guardian angel.
Now, he claims that his wrench was missing for a few days, never since day one. However, is it possible to steal his wrench?
What do you mean if it's possible to steal his wrench? Oh, I get it. We can't access into other people's rooms.
Exactly. It's impossible to get inside someone else's dorm room and research lab. The e-handbook system prevents unauthorized access.
Then, how could have someone stolen his wrench?
Unless that foul bird is lying to us all about theft, there's no logical way to steal his wrench. If no one can access to his lab.
No, wait! I am not lying! Violence really is missing!
Natari, you're saying he's the killer, right?
I'm saying that there's a contradiction here. If no one has access into his lab, then how is it possible that his wrench was stolen? The e-handbooks are foolproof, so it's impossible for anyone to access anyone else's dorms and labs.
The e-handbooks are biometrically linked to its owner. It's impossible for anyone to gain access if it's unauthorized.
But if that's true, then how come Yasuhiro would say his wrench is missing? Maybe he's just lying.
Please believe me! My wrench really is missing! I have been looking everywhere for it! I am not lying!
He's just full of shit. There's no way anyone got inside his research lab.
Please believe me! I'm not lying!
Maybe there's a way to bypass the unauthorized access.
Like hacking it? Maybe Einstein and Four Eyes could do it.
I'm terrible when it comes to computer science, like I've pointed out before.
I don't do hacks! I don't need hacks! I'm a god gamer!
Maybe he broke down the door.
We would have seen the evidence of breaking and entering, but there is none.
We would have seen Yasuhiro's research lab door on the floor if that were the case of breaking and entering.
And also, mono-ray's regulation wouldn't allow the damage of school property.
Then how did they do it?
The only way to access the labs is by using their e-handbooks.
You mean that we need to steal the e-handbook?
He would have noticed that his e-handbook was missing.
The e-handbooks are foolproof, so it's impossible for anyone to access anyone else's dorms and labs.
The e-handbooks are biometrically linked to its owner. It's impossible for anyone to gain access if it's unauthorized.
But if that's true, then how come Yasuhiro would say his wrench is missing? Maybe he's just lying.
Please believe me! My wrench really is missing! I have been looking everywhere for it! I am not lying!
He's just full of shit. There's no way anyone got inside his research lab.
Please believe me! I'm not lying!
Maybe there's a way to bypass the unauthorized access.
Like hacking it? Maybe Einstein and Four Eyes could do it.
I'm terrible when it comes to computer science, like I've pointed out before.
I don't do hacks! I don't need hacks! I'm a god gamer!
Maybe he broke down the door.
We would have seen the evidence of breaking and entering, but there is none.
We would have seen Yasuhiro's research lab door on the floor if that were the case of breaking and entering.
And also, mono-ray's regulation wouldn't allow the damage of school property.
Then how did they do it?
The only way to access the labs is by using their e-handbooks.
I agree with that! No, there is a way to get inside anyone's dorm and labs. It's by using their e-handbook, even if you're not the owner.
Is that so? Pray tell, how would you know this?
Because it happened to me.
What?
How's it possible?
Holy cow!
Yesterday I fainted from a very bad headache. I've stayed unconscious for 5 hours.
Oh yeah! I remember that!
We were all worried about you, Nadashi.
But who's the one who got you inside your room?
Reina used my e-handbook to get me inside the dorm room.
Reina, darling, what were you doing in his room?
Oh, probably trying to get some
Misaki, stop it! No, it's not the time.
What? Just saying.
Murakami needed help with Nanashi after he collapsed. I took Nanashi's e-handbook to gain access to his room. The scanner accepted it without any issues.
That is true. After Reina and I got Nanashi inside his room, I held his e-handbook so we could check upon him from time to time.
Wait, so you're saying anyone can use someone else's e-handbook?
I didn't realize. It is true that Murakami and Reina used Nanashi's e-handbook to gain access to his room. I was there to help too.
Thanks a lot for wasting our time.
Hey! Everyone makes mistakes! Even military generals like Natori! No need to be so mean!
That's quite a significant security flaw when you think about it.
Honestly, we're getting security flaws here and there. It's like whoever's running this place sucks at it. Oh, thank God he's still off.
Hold on! So, someone could have taken Yasuhiro's e-handbook, used it to get inside his lab, steal the wrench, then given it back?
But how did Yasuhiro not realize that his e-handbook was stolen?
But it wasn't. It's...
Yasuhiro, when will it be the time when you don't hold on to your e-handbook?
Well, the only time I didn't hold on to it was when I went to the bathhouse with other men. Oh, oops.
Yeah! Don't think you'll get out of this one, you perv!
You, Nanashi, Kazi, and Gintaro were watching us!
It wasn't like that. The door collapsed so suddenly again. We are so deeply sorry.
Yasuhiro, you call yourself a gentleman, and yet you chose to peek!
I was just, admiring the beauty! Especially Reina.
Seriously, you're digging your own grave!
You were busy being a creep that you didn't notice that your e-handbook was stolen.
If someone accessed Koyama's research lab while he was preoccupied, they could have taken his e-handbook from the men's locker room.
Then the suspect stole Yasuhiro's wrench, then went back into the locker room since the research labs are close to the bathhouse.
Then that narrows things down. The culprit is definitely a guy.
Are we sure that the culprit's a guy?
I do agree with Haruto, because I remember who wasn't there during my mantra. 3 people to be exact.
Who are the people that weren't there in the canteen?
It's Akuji, Reiichi, and Yasuhiro.
Huh? What are you all staring at?
One of you 3 is definitely the killer!
When we finally find out who killed Kantara, I will.
Fujiwara, control yourself! We need to examine the remaining evidence that we have.
three killed Kentaro?
Which one? They're all likely suspects. They've had an opportunity.
It wasn't me. I'm not the killer.
Yasuhiro is the
You're
most
acting
likely
suspicious,
killer.
you pea
He
fowl.
must be lying about the stolen
You're
lunch thing to
suspicious.
clear
You
himself from
what is there at the
suspicion.
canteen?
Don't drag me into this!
Yasuhiro is complaining about the rent
not
before
lying.
You're talking
and
more
during
now
the
for us.
investigation.
Well, that's mannequin.
If Koyama
Everyone,
really is the killer,
Let us
What if
focus
he's
on
really
examining the
lying?
evidence.
What if he's
for
trying to
rent
throw us
being
off?
That would be extraordinarily foolish of him to do
Hey,
so.
we're looking at the wrong angle.
Maybe all three of them work
Doing it
together?
on purpose to confuse us! One of them three killed Kentaro.
Which one? They're all likely suspects. They've had an opportunity.
It wasn't me. I'm not the killer.
Yasuhiro is the most likely
suspicious,
killer.
you
He
pea
must be
fowl.
lying about the stolen
You're
lunch thing to
suspicious.
clear himself from
You was there at the
suspicion.
canteen.
Don't drag me into this!
Yasuhiro is complaining about the rent.
I agree with that. I agree with Kaisai. Yasuhiro has been complaining over his wrench for days, from yesterday until now. If he's the killer, he wouldn't be drawing attention to himself. It makes no sense why he would do that if he's the culprit.
And wait. Are you literally saying that it's possible that Yasuhiro's wrench was stolen? But he said that he had his e-handbook with him.
No, his e-handbook must have been taken from the bathhouse.
But Yasuhiro said he had his e-handbook on him the whole time in the locker room.
Hold on a moment.
Notori, is there something on your mind?
Yes, there is.
Well, boss lady, spit it out.
The farm door.
The farm door?
Yes. When the explosion happened, the farm door was blown off by the blast. There are burn marks around the doorframe and on the livestock pens.
Ah, I see where you're going with this.
So, it's highly likely that the killer was also hit by the blast. They must have been injured during the murder.
So, we just need to check the burns.
Yasuhiro, we're starting with you first.
Why me first?
Because you're the most suspicious.
Sure. See? No burns.
His hands and face are unharmed as well.
The hair should be singed too, but I don't see any singed hairs.
Then he's clear from suspicion then.
Oh, thank you, Reina. Darling.
Okay. Since Koyama lacks injuries and his consistent complaints about his wrench, let's focus on the two suspects.
Damn. So, back to square one again. If Yasuhiro didn't kill Kentaro, then who else could it possibly be?
Reichi and Ikuji. Their two are likely suspects.
I would assume I'm on your next blacklist.
Yeah, you weren't in the canteen either. You always act high and mighty and look down on others.
My whereabouts should be easily accounted for. I was in my research lab, conducting my astronomical observations.
How do we know you're telling the truth?
I tried getting Reichi out of his room, but he refused.
He must have not been inside his research lab.
Hold on a second. Joko, show us your hands.
How tedious.
No burns, no other injuries.
And no singed hairs too.
Wait, so he's clear of suspicion then?
Seems like he is.
There's no signs of burns or any marks on his arms either.
Then, it comes down to one final suspect.
Huh? Really? Was he asleep?
RKG, wake your ass up!
Huh? What? Oh. Trial's not over yet?
Akuji, you're our likely suspect.
Huh? Oh! Wait a second! Why am I being suspected now?
Because Reichi is free from suspicion! Now you're the only suspect!
That's bullshit! You hardly got anything out of him!
Seems like you were listening.
No, wait! You guys don't have proof!
Akuji, you weren't in the canteen either. I even tried getting you out of your room and your research lab. You didn't answer me.
Akuji, that makes you hella suspicious.
I was in my room! I didn't hear you knocking on my door because I have headphones on! Also, the rooms are soundproof!
Our voices cannot be heard from the other side, but sounds like knocking could.
Akaji, that doesn't clear your suspicion, though. You're still our likely suspect.
Oh, piss off! You guys are jerks!
Abiko, show us your hands.
No, I won't! I'm in gamer mode, baby! Hey, since we're pinning the blame onto me, what about the scanners, huh?
Scanners?
Yeah, what about the scanners?
Akuji, what about the scanners?
Well, duh! When you enter any rooms, you need to use the e-handbook to get inside the rooms. I didn't leave the locker room once!
But why did you bring up the scanners? What are you really trying to tell us?
I'm saying, once you get through any rooms, your ID thing gets recorded!
Huh? Are you making shit up?
No, I'm not! I'm telling the truth here! Quit suspecting me!
I don't believe him! He could be lying!
I am not lying, you dumb magician bitch!
Akuji, you're making things worse if you're lying. Please, just admit what you've done.
Fuck you! I got nothing to admit!
Akuji, what about the scanners?
Well, duh! When you enter any rooms, you need to use e-handbook to get inside the rooms. I didn't leave the locker room once!
But why did you bring up the scanners? What are you really trying to tell us?
I'm saying, once you get through any rooms, your ID thing gets recorded!
I agree with that! Akuji is actually right.
Wait, what?
When you enter any rooms, your ID from the e-handbook gets recorded and appears on the scanners.
Huh? So, Akuji is telling the truth?
Yes, it can be proven from the scanner's recordings.
I recall that it said YK4947 in 5:57 p.m. YK4947 out 6:03 p.m. and YK4947 in 6:12 p.m. YK4947 out 7:49 p.m. That was from day 1, when we went to the bathhouse. That specific ID has been recorded twice.
Holy cow, Shakespeare! That's quite impressive that you remember the ID number.
It is really impressive! I don't think I'll ever remember that!
Alright, but whose ID is that?
I think we know what the answer might be. And it's in that ID itself.
What is it?
The initials.
The initials?
Yes, that's right. It's the initials within the ID. YK4947 could only belong to one person whose initials that have YK.
Has to be you!